Hey, what's up? Ron here. Welcome to TimeWalkTV. I hope you're all having a great day today. If you're new here, we post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday all about Magic the Gathering. So if you want to keep up with all my videos, go and hit that red subscribe button down below. Now today we're going to be taking a look at a Jeff Hoogland creation, Red-Black Aristocrats. We're going to be utilizing a lot of our cards and creatures to sacrifice themselves to gain our advantage and deal some damage and even play some rankles on the top end here. So let's go and hop into Arena and take a look at the deck. Alright, welcome into Arena. We have our Red-Black Aristocrats deck loaded up, ready to go. Let's take a look at the deck, check out the cards, see how this deck works. Starting off, we have the Kitty Cat and the Witch's Oven combo. So Cauldron Familiar is a 1/1. When it enters, I'll gain a life. My opponent loses a life. We can sacrifice a food to bring it back from the graveyard to the battlefield. Witch's Oven sacks the cat, and we can use that food that the oven makes to bring the cat back. So it's a nice little combo right there. We have Claim the Firstborn. This is a great card to steal some threats to get some extra damage in. We could sack it to Witch's Oven or our Priest of the Forgotten Gods, and it can actually grant haste to the creature that it targets, so we can even use that to our advantage sometimes. Maybe give haste to our Bone Crusher Giants or to our Stormfist Crusaders. Heck, even the Priest of the Forgotten Gods can gain haste, so we can use it. Speaking of the Priest of Forgotten Gods, this is a 1/2 human cleric, and when you sacrifice 2 other creatures, any number of target players each lose 2 life, sacrifice creature, we get to add 2 black to our mana pool and draw a card. This card is insane. It doesn't look like it on the surface because it's just a puny little 1/2, but playing less than 4 of this card in your deck is absolutely wrong. Just wrong. This card is insanely powerful, especially in this deck that is built around it. It's going to win you a ton of games. It's drawing you cards. It's gaining you some mana to use and play more spells in your turn. This card is essential to this deck, and you do not want to run less than 4. Next, we have a new card from Throne of Eldraine, the Stormfist Crusader, a black-red 2/2 with Menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses a life. So this is going to gain us some extra cards on our turn. Deal a little bit of damage to both the players, but we don't really care if we're dealing ourselves damage. It's just a little ping for the opponent, and these can add up after a while. The fact that it has Menace is actually pretty crazy because it can swing around any big gigantic creature if they're just playing one creature, so get the damage in there. This is great for our card draw engine to just get that going, get some more card advantage. We have Bone Crusher Giants, nice 3-drop 4/3 that you can shock something. Damage can't be prevented. Not really necessary, but it's really nice, and it's got the other ability that when it gets targeted by a spell, it's going to deal 2 damage to that spell's controller, so a little bit of reach there. Moving into our 3-drop slots, we have Mayhem Devil. This is a great card from War of the Spark. 1 black-red for a 3/3. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, Mayhem Devil deals 1 damage to any target. So as we're sacrificing any permanents like Fabled Passage or our tokens or creatures, if we steal opponent's creatures and stack those, we're going to be dealing a damage to wherever we like. So this can be used to kill creatures, planeswalkers, deal damage straight to our opponents, and it happens when our opponents sacrifice creatures as well, either their lands or their creatures or anything like that. So it is symmetrical, but we usually use it to our advantage to kill our opponents pretty quick. Next, we have Active Treason. This is kind of a more souped up version of Claim the Firstborn, but basically we can take any creature, untaps it, gains haste, and we can kind of get in with some of our bigger threats that we encounter, like maybe a Beanstalk Giant or something along those lines. Just a nice little threat that we can steal from somebody and then sacrifice later. Moving into our meat and potatoes of the deck, I guess you could say, we have 4 Chandra Acolyte of Flame. This card is also one of those essential cards to the deck that you must have 4 of. It's one of your best cards in the deck. No reason not to run 4. The 0 ability makes 2 1/1s that sacrifice at the end of turn, so the sacrificing of them makes Mayhem Devil pretty good. We can use Witch's Oven to sacrifice one of the tokens to get a food token, and we can use both of those tokens to activate Priest on turn 3, which is a really, really powerful play. If you can curve Priest into Chandra, you're having a really, really good time. And last, we have the Master of Pranks himself, Rankle. 2 black for a flying haste 3/3 faerie rogue. Whenever Rankle deals combat damage to a player, you get to choose any number of his abilities. Each player discards a card, each player loses 1 life and draws a card, or each player sacrifices a creature. So if we want our opponents to discard, and we don't really care about discarding, That's an option if we want to draw some more cards. Even if our opponent's drawing cards, they're still being dealt damage, so it goes toward our game plan. And we can have our opponent sacrifice one of their big creatures, because sometimes we'll have little throwaway creatures, or we can steal one of those creatures that our opponents have, sack it to our own Rankle, or even, you know, Act of Treason it or something along those lines. Even the Chandra tokens can be sacked to Rankle, and it just makes our opponent have a really hard time keeping their big creatures on the battlefield. Taking a look at our lands here, pretty straightforward, but we have 1 Castle Lochwain, 1 Castle Embreth, 4 Blood Crypts, 4 Fabled Passages, 6 Swamps, and 7 Mountains. We're just trying to get as many untapped lands that do not hurt ourselves, so no tap lands or gain life lands or guild gates or anything like that. Fabled Passages gets us the colors we need. Blood Crypt can come into play untapped and have both colors, and this will pump our entire team, and this will gain us draw some cards. We'll lose some life in the process, but we'll be able to draw our way out of some of those sticky situations. Moving on to the sideboard, we have 1 red cap melee. So one red cap melee deals 4 damage to our creature or planeswalker. If it's a non-red permanent is dealt damage this way, you have to sack a land. So this is to kill maybe Sarkhan or his dragons or any kind of red creature really. 3 Noxious Grasp for the Oko decks, 3 Lava Coils, probably for like the Oko decks or maybe the Temur Planeswalker decks, because Questing Beast is a kind of a pain, hard to deal with. 3 Drill Bit for any of like the control decks or kind of mid-range style decks that we can utilize our Stormfist Crusader to, you know, Thoughtseize them for 1 black, which is great. 4 Murderous Riders for any of the big creature decks or planeswalker decks. Easy way to kill them, and, you know, it keeps with our game plan here. We get to gain some life maybe. And another Act of Treason to go along with the 2 that we already have on the board, mainly for those big creatures. But that's the deck. Let's go and jump into some matches, see how it does, and see if we can get some wins. All right, welcome in round 1. Let's take a look at our opening hand, see what we have to work with. It's looking pretty A+ right now. We have our 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. We got the curve of the century right now. We're going to keep this for sure. And we're on the play. This is feeling pretty great right now. So, well, let's go and just shock, because we're just going to gain life back anyway. So we're just going to play it like a good old-fashioned aggressive deck and see what happens. Pelt Collector. Alright, not too bad. Let's go and swing. Yeah, Pelt Collector not going to block there for sure. And we'll play our Stormfist Crusader. That's going to draw some cards. Pelt Collector might get pretty big pretty quick. It looks like it's the Gruul deck. And I don't think it'll be splashing a 3rd color, but you never know. Okay, double Pelt Collector. Alright, so we're ready to start rocking and rolling here. Okay, well, I guess we could steal a Pelt Collector, but we probably want to wait. I'm going to play this and then play our Mayhem Devil. And we'll swing for 3. Our Stormfist Crusader has Menace, so they'd have to block with both the Pelt Collectors to get that off the battlefield. Cauldron Familiar can come back eventually. We just need some way to sacrifice so that we're not just giving it back to them. That's going to be a really nice one to steal, actually. Very nice one to steal here. Okay. Well, I think we probably just... this is a tough one, because we can just Rankle them. That might be just the play. And the next turn we can claim the first board and then Rankle, and then use Rankle to sack it. That'd be pretty good draw there. I think we'll do that. Let's do that. Alright, Rankle. And we'll swing. We will, each player lose life and draw a card. Player discards, and each player sacrifices a creature. We will get rid of Crusader. We already have one going. Because we kind of want the Mayhem Devil just in case things go sideways. But we're making them discard a card. They get to lose life to go down to 7. And then this will trigger twice. Both people are going to sacrifice a creature. So we'll sack the old kitty. Oh, we've got another Claim the Firstborn. Very nice. This will trigger twice. I guess I could have killed their Pelt Collector actually, but I think we're just going to go face and try to kill him. Because next turn, this will trigger, make him go to 4. This will trigger, make him go to 3. Sacrificing 2 things, make him go to 1. And this actually should put it away here. Just we'll see what they have here. This is their 4-drop. Maybe it's something big. Maybe it's something scary. We don't know. Alright, Collision's going to take out our Rankle. We do have double claim the Firstborn, so if they don't have anything here... Yep, that is game. That is game. We're going to steal both of these and swing for the win. Alright, claim the Firstborn. And claim the other Firstborn. And we'll swing. Very nice. Good win here for the red-black Aristocrats deck. Just good clean living here, for sure. Alright, going to sideboards against the old Gruul creature deck here. We probably want Active Treason to take like some of their big guys. I don't think we want Noxious Grasses, more for the Oko style decks. Don't want Drill Bits, and don't want Red Cap Melees. Maybe we do. I don't think they have enough red creatures. I think we want Lava Coils though. It's possible we would want Lava Coils over Bone Crusher Giants. So yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Take those out, and then we'll take out, on the draw, I guess we could take out a Stormfist Crusader. Maybe a Rankle. No, I like our sacrificing. We'll take out a Stormfist Crusader, just swap out the 2-drop for 2-drops. I think that's all we want to do. So we took out 3 Bone Crushers, a Stormfist for an Active Treason, and 2 Lava Coils. So let's try that out. They're probably going to have like Questing Beasts and stuff, so we want to make sure we're able to take that out. And plus Active Treasoning it will be very nice to give them back a little bit of their own medicine. Hand's looking pretty grim, unfortunately. Gonna have to mulligan. This hand looks extra bad, except we do have a red source this time, so we'll keep 6 and we'll put back a swamp. We're gonna fetch a mountain on 1 here, depending on what we draw, but we'll fetch a mountain on 1 and then we'll go swamp into Lockwing. Looking for a second red for Chandra, but we don't need that just yet. Bone Crusher Giant they got off of the Once Upon a Time. See if they have, okay, so they have the Pelt Collector. Nice, the Priest is actually a pretty good draw. If I didn't need the red source on 3, I'd probably hold on to the Fabled Passage just to use with the Mayhem Devil. But I digress. A little bit slow of a hand here for us. We might not have a chance to get caught up in this game just because of the luck of the draw here. But turn 2 Priest, hopefully into maybe turn 3 Chandra if we can draw exactly a mountain, which is that's not a mountain, but that would have been nice. Chandra's still really good. Mayhem Devil's still really good. We need to find more stuff to sacrifice though. They may use the Bone Crusher Giant on our Priest there, but it's making sure that their Pelt Collector is staying small. Let's go ahead and play our Mayhem Devil, and then next turn we can play the Fabled Passage to have an untapped red source to play Chandra, and then we can start pinging with the sacrificing from their 1/1s. We'll see what they do here. The old Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. Claim the Firstborn. That sounds awesome. I think we'll do that next turn when we can play another Mayhem Devil. So, we could do Mayhem Devil, sack this, kill the Pelt Collector, and then Chandra next turn. I kind of like that idea. Double Mayhem Devil sounds sweet. Yep, 1 and 2. Sweet. Alright, Pelt Collector down. Other red source acquired. We'll save we're going to save this. We're not going to swing or anything. We have a pretty good setup currently. Granted, if they don't have any type of removal spells or anything. Alright, the Hellkite's pretty good. They might bring it in with a counter. Yeah, it looks like they are. That's pretty good. Let's see. What can we do here? Nothing in there. Lava coil is nice if we can get this to trigger once. Pretty close. Maybe we just claim the firstborn on the old giant here. We'll take 2 to do it, but maybe we toss one of these to the wolves, basically, because he might just let this go. I'll give him a shot to kill one of my mayhem devils. They might not take the bait though. Very smart of you, opponents. Very smart indeed. Alright, well. I'm putting in a pretty bad spot here. Thought they would take the bait, but they did not. If I do this, I'll take 2 down to 14. I think I have to, because I can't kill anything anyway. We got it down to 10, and we still have double Mayhem Devil. The pay 4 mana to deal 2 doesn't really work right now. Growth Chamber Guardian. Haven't seen that card in a good minute. Swing for 5, huh? Down to 9. Yep, seems good. Oh boy, that's a draw and a half there. Can we take another 5 though? So we could just do Chandra and then hold up Lava Coil for next turn, possibly. So having a third one in here doesn't do much. They're still going to hit us down to 4. Basically, we're at 2 then. Well, let's do this. Let's do this right now. So if Hellkite attacks Chandra, then we're pretty golden.
Don't worry, I brought company.
No attacks. Sack. Oh, we can kill this actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have just done 4 to the face and had him at 6, possibly. Oh, so yeah, if I did 6 to the face, this would have been, lethal, I think. Because when this is out, sacking 2 things is 6 damage. Well, let's see, because they can't really, I guess they could do this at instant speed, so they could kill both of the Chandra tokens. Does he have another land? I think they already played a land. Are they hitting me to 2? Do they have a shock? Quite possible that they have a shock. Hit me to 2? Or do they have a Colossus? And then they're hovering something. Show me what you got, man. Okay, you don't have to sit down and wait so long. Oh boy. All right, so one game apiece. Not looking too bad. I think even if we played the other way, we still lose to that line, unfortunately. Maybe we do. No, because we're just gonna put a counter on it. I think we're fine, because if we find active treason, it's really good. Claim the firstborn doesn't seem too great. They do have a bunch of low cost creatures there. Maybe bringing in like 2 and 2 maybe might be right. I'm just gonna run it back the way it is. I think we're good against their big creatures and their small creatures, so we just gotta have to get on the board and not mulligan down to 5. That was a pretty close game. Pretty close game for sure. The old the old Hellkite with a big tree, swinging a tree. Yeah, that'll get you every time. I like this. Our opponent's name is Snapchatter Mage. Snapcaster Mage is one of my favorite cards, so that's kind of a little homage to it a little bit. But yeah, definitely a blue mage at heart. But trying, we gotta try something different sometimes. Gotta, expand my reach of decks I can play. So let's go and play first. Hand looks great. 1, 2, 3. Keep 7. Looks good. I think we'll play Cat into Stormfist Crusader. Maybe we play Oven. Yeah, it's probably Oven first. Then Stormfist Crusader. Okay. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Only 2 lands, unfortunately, but maybe Stormfist will find us more lands. Witch's Oven is going to be great because whenever we steal, we can actually sacrifice to the Witch's Oven. We can do the same thing with Rankle. Alright, opponent decided to, once upon a time, instead of drawing the card for the turn. Okay. Growth Chamber Guardian is just so lacking anymore. Like it used to, like when it first came out, man, the thing seemed so crazy good. And now it just doesn't seem that great. Let's see what we got here. Let's play our Stormfist Crusader. They're probably going to play Growth Chamber Guardian, pump up their Pel Collector, and swing. Next turn we can play a cat, claim their firstborn, which is Growth Chamber Guardian, and then go from there. Pass the turn. Are they just passing? No way. I was going to say, there's no way. No blocks. Yep, I'm at 18. My turn. Alright, so we'll draw. We'll ping and we'll draw again. Let's see here. Well, I think we want to claim Growth Chamber Guardian. Swing for 4. Sacrifice this to the Oven. And we will play Cauldron Familiar. Put them to 14. We're at 18. We have Lava Coil and Mayhem Devil. Hopefully we draw a land next turn. That would be fantastic if we could do that. Are they going to give this haste or are they going to give it a counter? They are going to give it a counter. We'll block. Alright, and then we'll bring old Mr. Kitty back. Yep, sacrifice. Seems good. Yep. Lose a life, draw a card. Man, we cannot seem to get some lands here. Well, I guess we will Lava Coil this. And we'll swing for 3. We're close, we're close. One more land, we can steal one of their big threats. That'll be nice. We really want lands so we can play Rankle. That's a really good way to get ahead with this deck. The life gain in this is actually pretty sweet. We'll see what they play here. Another Spellbreaker. This has Trample, I believe. It does. Yep. Let's see if they swing. Oh, we will sacrifice the kitty. And then we will bring kitty back with the old food token trick. And we'll block. That is trample? Oh, it has trample because it's got a bunch of counters on it. Oh no. Land, yes. That may be it. That might be it, boys. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yep, that's it. Okay, so got there. Swing. Get you to 6. Sack your guy. And bring back the kitty with the food here. Very nice. Getting the win with Red Black Aristocrats. Sweet. That was a really cool little intricate little game there. Missed a bunch of land drops, but stole their creature twice. And man, that felt really powerful against this Gruul deck that's supposed to be, the Golos killer. So that's awesome. Let's go in the next game. All right, welcome in. Let's take a look at our hand, see what we got to work with here. Priest into Claim might be good. So we are on the draw though, so hopefully we can draw one of our card drawing creatures or something along those lines. We have a turn 0 once upon a time, or turn 1 once upon a time. We might be getting possibly a goose or a land. Wicked Wolf, so we might be against the Teamer deck. Nope, they are, looks like they're an Overgrown Tomb deck. We'll see, maybe it's like a Sultai version. We drew a mountain. We already had 3 lands, so we didn't really want to see another one, but we have some of our cards here that can steal other creatures, so we'll take a look, see what we can do. Savvy Hunter. Well, that's a card that I would have never expected to see played, but that's okay. 3-drop 3/3 that can create foods when it attacks or blocks, and sack 2 foods to draw a card. Okay, so they're going for more of a food focused type deck here, so we'll see what they got in their hand here. Yep, make a dude, no blocks. Alright, so they have the goose. The goose can make a mana. They can... Oh, they're playing Mayhem Devil. What in the world is happening right now? Yikes. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Unfortunate for us. Unfortunate indeed. If we could sack this, make them sack a creature. Yeah, let's do it that way. We'll play Stormfist. We will claim the firstborn on that. We will activate. Actually, cancel. Cancel. Swing first. Swing first. Get that 3 damage in. Now we will sacrifice Mayhem Devil. Oh, sorry. Yep. Choose the players. Sacrifice the creatures. 1 and 2. And then they will have to sack the Savvy Hunter. And we gain 2 black mana that we can use to play Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Let's see if they have Wicked Wolf, which they do. We can probably just steal that. Although it does look a little bit better to just play Rankle here. Attack in the air. We will lose a life, draw a card, make each person sack. Each sack a creature. Now they're at 5. Whatever they play, we can act a treason and hopefully take the game from there. Alright, so they just make a bunch of stuff. What else you got? Opponent? Probably a goose, maybe? Possibly a goose? To 3? Do they have a Bone Crusher Giant or something? Well, I guess they can gain some life. Yep, that's something they can do. Each player discards 2. Make sure they discard. I'll discard myself a land here. And we'll draw Chandra. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Alright, and then we will 0 plus up, and then we'll play tap land and say go. They have enough to gain 6 life here to go to 8. Okay, let's see what we got here. They are probably, unless they have something in hand, they look like they're going to play 4 mana to gain how much life? Okay, there's a love trophy to make a guy. And that should be the game there. That should be the game. So, well, we don't even need to flash it back. Take this guy. And that is the win. Okay, let's go into sideboarding here. Alright, so let's take a look at what we have here for this food variation. I guess it's more of like a Jund variation of this. They have Lovestruck Beast, stuff like that. And the Wicked Wolf. So we'll probably just take our Act of Treason in here. Noxious Grass seems good. Bone Crusher doesn't seem as great. And we'll take out one of those. So same thing we did for the last game there. So, yep. So we're going to bring in our another active treason and our noxious grasp. Maybe we don't even bring in the active treason there. I'll keep it out and keep the card draw guy in there and just bring in our noxious grasps. I think that's reasonable. We probably don't want to see all 3 active treasons, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so opponent's ready to go. They have the Garruk guy, so they might have wolves. They might have the actual Garruk card in their deck. You never know. So we have a pretty sweet curve here. Stormfist Crusader, hopefully into Chandra, into Rankle. So that'd be actually really nice. Because Chandra and Rankle are great together. Let's go and keep Savage for sure. Alright, Temple of Malady. Put that on the bottom. So let's go ahead and play this tapped. We found another black source, but we really want another red source. See what our opponent does here. They have Mountain and Pass. Well, we have Stormfist Crusader. We drew another Swamp, unfortunately, so Chandra's not looking too great right now. But hey, we got Noxious Grasp and we have Rankle as well, so that'll do some work. All right, so they Storm Crusher Giant or Bone Crusher Giant my Stormfist guy away, unfortunately. Alright, nothing we can do but just Blair Swamp and pass turn. We drew an active treason, so we're able to steal it maybe later. Might cost us some life, but it could be pretty useful here in a few turns. They're gonna grab some food off of Giant Opportunity, so they might be making a big old worm here in a little bit. Let's just get Rankle going. Draw some cards, hopefully hit that second red source. So I'm gonna make everyone discard a card, and I will make. I'm going to discard the Noxious Grass because we can flash it back with Chandra. Oven is a pretty good draw. That means anything we take, we can use the oven to eat it up. Alright, so we're going to have to eat that old Bone Crusher Giant here in just a second. Getting a little out of hand. A little out of hand, I'd say. Alright, so there's our second red source. Nice, very good. Very nice, second red source. Alright, so what do we have here? So let's play our oven. See if they have an Assassin's Trophy. I probably should have play Claim the Firstborn first. This is unfortunate. Yeah, I'll take 2. I don't care. If they have an Assassin's Trophy, then it's going to be pretty bad. Okay, so they do not have Assassin's Trophy. And we'll swing for 5. Put them down to 9, which they have a bunch of food here as well, so that's not a big deal. We will eat the Bone Crusher Giant. Make a food. And we'll play our Priest of the Forgotten Gods, which is going to pair so nicely, so nicely with our Chandra next turn. Absolutely. Oh, they have Murderous Rider. Ugh, man. They never let me have any fun. Never. Okay, Murderous Rider coming in hot. Gilded Goose. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? What's in our bin here? Nothing great. Noxious Grasp. Okay. So I think. Well, we might have to wait, but let's go ahead and just kill their Murderous Rider. All right, we'll swing first, and we will turn that into a pie as well. Alright, so they're down to 5. We'll see what they do here. We are able to draw cards with our castle at least. Love-struck beast. Make a guy. Cast Love-struck beast. Seems reasonable. Alright. And we will draw with the castle here. We will take 3 damage though. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. What to do here? This is definitely going to get a red source for sure. Alright, yeah, we're definitely in need of the red sources. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. What to do? What to do? No, not noxious grass. I'd like to play this turn, but I think we need to do Chandra to minus to get this back. I want to hang on to the active treason as much as possible. So Chandra. If we -2, it'll still be at 2, even through the human here.
Anyone need a match?
-2.
Too bad.
Let's claim that firstborn here. Yep. Auto pay.
Mother Ludi always say,
He cannot
"Fight
swing.
fire with fire."
And we'll just sack him to the old oven here. Slowly just trying to churn through their creatures here. We have a ton of food. Ton of foods. They've got 4 foods. Okay, pass to our opponent. They have Gildagoose and a 1/1 human. 4 of the foods and a bunch of lands. See what they do with their 1. Oh, count that 2 cards in hand thanks to the castle draw. They put themselves down to 3 with that exchange. I guess they can sack a food here, go up to 6. I can sack a food and go to 10. Yep.
Now things are
They
getting
swing at
heated.
Chandra with the human. Goes down to 1. I guess we will just sacrifice the food. Nice. Gain 3 life, go to 10. That's pretty good. This will do. Yes, I think that's game. This gives it haste, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do Stormfist Crusader. It's close to being game. We will. Oh, hold on. Let's see. They sack that, go to 3. This will do 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be at 2, and I can't flash it back next turn. The thing will plus, so we can flash something back next turn and hold up Noxious Grasp and the Castle
Find
Lockwain.
the fires of passion
Okay.
within.
I like that plan. I like that plan a lot. They will be able to sack a bunch of foods here, but unfortunately we were only able to get them down to like 1 or 2, I think. They sack this, go to 6. I would have been able to hit him for 4. They would have been at 2. And they still got 3 foods left over. And we want to hang on to Noxious Grass for something. That stinks. Yeah, we'll just sacrifice our 2/2 because they tried to Legion End me. That's not nice. They play a land, have 1 card left in hand. Yep, I'm going to let them hit my Chandra down to 1 again.
What the heck?
Because I want to draw with our Castle Lockwain. Alright, there is a swamp and another land. Well, let's that'd be a lot of, yeah, let's do this. Draw again. We're trying hard to draw through this. Oh my goodness. We are getting unbelievably unlucky. All right.
Mother Ludi gave us homework.
We'll pass the turn at 3 life after drawing twice with our castle. We're gonna have to start eating some of these foods here. We have 2 mana. We have 3 mana open currently, so we can Noxious Grasp, or we can eat a food to gain 3 life, depending on what our opponent plays here. They're gonna play a Veraska. Pretty good. What are they gonna do with the old Veraska? They're gonna minus. So we will kill the Veraska with the Noxious Grasp. Gain life, go to 4.
I'm burnt out.
Their Veraska kills our Chandra. And now we're really in a bad spot. They're at 4. They have, excuse me, a couple lands left open. They have to sacrifice a food here as well. Rankle's pretty good. Rankle is almost a win. Very close, very close. They have enough lands open up to go to 7. 7. Well, they probably want to play Love Struck Beast next turn, so let's play our Rankle here. And we'll swing with old Ranky, Stinky. Is Gildagoose going to let me hit them? Not sure they can respond after this trigger goes off. I'm not sure how the timing works on it, but very interesting to see that happen. No blocks from our opponent. I think they don't. I don't think they can. I don't think they can respond now. Like maybe they can. Sure. Sure. Discard Blood Crypt. Nice. Nice. Very nice. We might just be killing them with food next turn. We're looking pretty good. That was a great draw. Mayhem Devil was a great draw. Do they have a way to answer it? We can at least do 1 to them with the Mayhem Devil. They can gain 6 life and go to 9. Let's see what they play here. Okay, Savvy Hunter doesn't really do anything. Gildagoose is still in the air as far as a blocker. I think we might have it here. Because 3 and then 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a tough one. Yep. Say go. Whoa, boy. Okay, so we'll start off with playing Active Treason on the Goose to clear the skies for our Rankle. Now, in response, they'll have to sacrifice. Oh, they didn't leave up enough mana to sack both of them. I think that's game then. I think that's game. Because we can take the Goose. You can sack the Goose. They go to 2. You can swing. They have to sack one of these things to go to 5. This hits for 3 and then -1. And then I sack the Fatal Passage to deal the killing blow. So awesome victory. That was really fun. Really cool little game of chess almost you play there at the end with trying to get all the little damages here and there. But let's go on to the final game. All right, welcome into the match. Let's go and take a look at our hand. Looking pretty good. We have the Witch's Oven into the Familiar, into Chandra. Everything looks to be turning up Millhouse, so let's go ahead and keep 7 here. We are on the draw, unfortunately, but we do get to do turn 1 Oven, which is a very, very strong start for this deck for sure. Next time we're going to go Cauldron, Familiar, Mountain, probably. We'll save our Fabled Passages for any Mayhem Devils later. Looks like we're against some sort of Jeskai deck, possibly like a Jeskai Fires deck, possibly, or I'm not sure any other Jeskai decks that are kind of out there. This is probably a Planeswalker type version, so we'll see if we can overcome. Chandra's going to be very, very good against these decks. Saheeli makes it a little bit tough, but if it's just going to be like a Teferi or an Narset, yeah, like that, it's going to be not too bad for us, that's for sure. We will sack the Familiar here, and then we'll bring old Familiar back. Yep, put them to 16. We are at 22. Chandra's going to come down, and we're going to kill the Narset. Garruk's in the house right now, looking pretty mean and nasty. We will 0. Next. Oop, next. Yep, all 3 at Narset. We do have some cards that let us draw cards, so we want to get rid of those Planeswalkers whenever we can. Hoping to draw a Mayhem Devil, that would really put us over the top. Garruk the Curse Huntsman in a Jeskai deck. They must be a Fires of Invention deck. There's no way this would be in their main deck if they had, because these are 2 colors they're not even playing on the field right now. I would not be surprised to see Fires of Invention come down though, that's for sure. I'm hoping that we can get the win before we get outclassed by all their Planeswalkers and big spells. Fae of Wishes. I wonder if they have a Fires of Invention in their board to go search up. I wonder what they would get here. It'd be very, very annoying if they got Cry of the Carnarium. That would be quite annoying. That's for sure. Now, Fae of Wishes can only get non-creature spells, so any Planeswalkers, artifacts, enchantments, instant sorceries. Again, a Casualty War is something they can't cast just yet. 2, 4, 6, so even if they cast Fires next turn, they can't cast that. Yep, sacrifice. Kitty cat. And we'll bring the kitty cat back. If they ever play like a big creature, that'd be pretty sweet. Then we can beat them up a little bit. At least we have the active treason just in case. We really need a Mayhem Devil to kind of finish this game off here, because we might be getting a little outclassed here if they have a Fires Invention. The fact that they didn't have it last turn leads me to believe they don't have it currently, but I could be wrong and they're just like doing some really weird stuff going on here. Alright, so what are you minusing on? Probably our Witch's Oven here. That would be my guess, or you're just going to plus. Or not do anything with it. That's definitely a possibility as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and sacrifice the creature. And then we'll bring it back by sacrificing the food token. Another oven. That sounds good to me. 0. And we'll attack the face. Just not even worry about the Fairy Time Raveler at all right now. Just trying to get him dead as fast as possible. Get him dead as fast as possible. That is the goal. Most definitely that would be the goal. They might minus on one of my ovens here. No, it looks like they're going to plus again. What do you got for me, opponent? What if they'll play their Fae of Wishes? That could be a possibility as well. Not really sure what's going on our opponent's side. but we will sack our familiar. Alright, and we'll bring it back. Sacrifice the token. Put our full control on just so that it doesn't pass the turn on me. And we'll sack it again. Crap. I hit cancel. Sacrifice. So it went 1. Alright, and then we'll bring it back. It resolves. Make me a food. Bring back Cauldron Familiar. Sack the food. Resolves. This will come back into play. And we're going to drain him for 2 here. And we'll gain 2. Oh, that's pretty cute. Alright, so I'll make 2 guys here. Player failed passage. Attack for 2, down to 4. Alright, then we'll sacrifice this to bring a guy back. Sacrifice food. Drain them, and end the turn. Alright. Cauldron Familiar's back. They tried to do a little sneaky little time wipe there, but didn't end up working. Narset. Okay, that doesn't really might help them. We'll see. We'll see what they can find. The oven is taken over currently. And we got the game 1 off of the big old Jeskai Super Friends deck. Sweet. Not sure why they have Garruk in their main deck. Seems a little weird, but Fighters of Invention is definitely a thing in their deck because of the cards that they pulled from their sideboard. So, since that's the case, we don't want to claim the Firstborn. It does absolutely nothing. Act of Treason also will probably do nothing. So we'll bring in our drill bits. And we'll bring in our... I kind of want more than that. But 3 does sound pretty good. Bone Crusher Giant doesn't seem particularly great. So we'll probably cut 1 to bring that in as well. Yeah, nothing else seems really great. We'll just leave this in for a little shock action here. But definitely want 4 Murderous Riders and our drill bits to hopefully do some cool little Thoughtseize action on them. We'll see what we got here. Very, very lucky that we did not see Fires of Invention that game from our opponent. So we will see if we can dodge it one more time. Or take it out of their hand. That'd be kind of great. Yeah, I think we have to mulligan this. Doesn't really do anything early. Yikes. Well, I guess we're keeping here. We want the Murder Tries, but we don't want 2 probably. We want to try to get Familiar, and hopefully the Familiar will be able to do 1 damage to them so we can drill bit them on 1 mana, and hopefully hit a 2nd mana to Storm Crusader as well. So we will toss 1 Murder Strider back and hope to hit some lands. We are in the draw, so there's a good possibility we can hit some lands. I believe we will just Cauldron Familiar first. They did mull to 6, and I want to kind of make drill bit happen. We'll see what our opponent does. They might have a tap land. Yeah, there's a failed passage, which is technically a tap land right now, just like this is. We'll swing. And we will drill bit. Take a look at their hand, see what they got to work with. 2 lands in play currently. Alright, so they have the land for Teferi, but not the land for Time Raveler. Well, we do have the we don't have the lands enough to play that yet. That's the real question. Do we care about Fires of Invention right now? Probably not. Let's take Prison Realm. Take this, and then we'll sack this for black. We have a double black card now. They'll probably go and grab a white source. Yep. We will grab a black source here. I'm only grabbing a black source because we have Murderous Rider in hand, and I like to be able to cast that if we draw any land next turn, besides Fable Passage. They may just bounce the cat to draw a card, get a little deep in their deck. Not unreasonable at all. Not a land. Well, they don't, it doesn't. I don't know what they have in their hand. I'm just gonna jam this because we need to draw another land ASAP. So whether they have the removal for this or not, doesn't really matter since you know, they passed the turn pretty quick there. Yeah, I think we'll just do Stormfist, and we'll take out their Teferi. They're missing land drops. Hopefully they missed another land drop, but probably not since Stormfist drew him a card. So this will be their Fires of Invention turn. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no board wipes, please. Thank you very much. No board wipe. Yep, Fires is in. And Narset, okay. Right, that's fine. Well, it's not fine. It's going to be really, really tough to beat. Oh, I hate you. I hate you, Narset. I hate you so much. Oh, what a pain in my butt, Narset. You are a pain in my butt. I guess we just do all attacks at you. And then we'll do this plus Cauldron Familiar. Really unsure because we're all drawing a lot of cards right now. Let's be honest. We're drawing a lot of stuff right now. Sarkhan could come down. Garruk needs another turn or so for that to work. Alright, make an old Drago. A Dragoon. And Sarkhan again, make another Dragoon. Seems good. We are drawing cards, folks. Holy moly. Wowzer. Okay, and no red source. Alright, so what to do here? Well, seems pretty clear that we need to play the Oven. We need to Murderous Rider the one guy here. And then we'll go one here, one there, and one there. Right, so these two hitting face. This is killing Sarkhan. And then we can maybe Rankle next turn. Seems pretty good. And we do, oh, I guess we don't have another Murderous Rider, but it's going to deal a lot of damage. Oh, look at that. How annoying. Oh, I was just going to do one to each. I was going to say, yeah, it's only going to do one to each. It's not going to do that many to each of them, right? We're down to the wire here. If we can find... I don't know what we need because, my goodness, did we give him a lot of cards. Oh, baby, we gave him a ton of cards. Okay. Garruk is in the building here. Ready to destroy some creatures. Maybe make some wolves. I mean, I basically let them draw their entire deck out. Oh, no. I knew that was coming. I was like, you know, we let them draw. We helped them draw like, you know, 5 different cards. So why not? Yeah, that's fine. Hit me for 4. Whatever. Yeah, make 2 black guys or whatever. Gosh, they... Oh no, got lifelink. Oh no. Oh, this is turning out to be not great. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, guess we'll do the double priest turn here. I really don't think we've beat the Garruk at this point. We missed those land drops early, so that kind of messed us up here, and Chandra didn't come down until later. There's definitely a possibility of us burning them out. Possibly. Definitely a possibility. But it's low. It's very tiny. No attacks. End the turn. The greediest of greedy decks. Jeskai deck that you have to have one of these 4 cards in play to play some of your spells. Pretty killer. I'm at a virtual 5 currently. Oh, virtual 3 because I'm not blocking with these guys. Another land gets them 7 cards in there in play for them. What do you got, opponent? Helped you draw your whole deck. You might as well show me what you're working with here. Yep, pass. And we will block. Yep, and we'll sack this guy to the cauldron. Yep, pass the turn. I'm at the 3 life totals. Got something to burn me out here? Time wipe. Seems reasonable. Yep, Garruk's got some counters on him. Yeah, -6. Another Sarkhan. Gaining life in that is pretty gnarly. Well, I don't know how great this is going to be. This is going to be pretty rough. If he makes wolves, I think we're done. I mean, I think we're done anyway. Well, we have a way to, we might have a way to like steal. Oh gosh, if we draw the steel guy, that'd be so crazy. We could steal this game. We totally can steal this game. Anything in our yard that is usable? Absolutely not. Well, we have Mr. Rankle here. Rankle? This cannot kill anything. We're gonna play this to gain some more life. Ah, boy, we are skating on thin ice right now. Let me tell you what. We are on some extremely thin ice. Oh, these things turn into 4/4. We are super dead. Almost forgot. Sargon has another ability besides making a dragon. Oh boy. Okay, well, that was a little rough. Maybe I should have just taken the fires and pushed through all the removal possibly. That probably should have been the right play. Fires is way too important for them to not take it. Active trees. Oh yeah, I took out all my stuff to kill that stuff. No, I think it's still right to take this stuff out. There's no way we would possibly win that game without these. Yeah, that's fine. Because, like, they have Sarkons that make 4/4s, but that's, like, their only creatures. So there's no reason to, like, have those, you know, steal your creature type cards in there. Alright, let's see if we can take game 3 here. Play first. Hand looks decent. I mean, it's like we've got a little. Our hand looks pretty rankly. Oh boy, we are just hitting on all cylinders today. Ooh, nice. We drew land. Alright, Priest on 2 looks pretty good. Looks like we will probably just play Bone Crusher as a creature on 3 here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, Bone Crusher's ready. 3 for 1. Got Rankle on 4. That feels good. That Feels really good. Do they have anything to remove my sky, or do they even have a land? Maybe they missed their land drops. That would be unfortunate for my opponent, but I feel your pain. They could possibly have a land in a Teferi, a land in a prison realm. They could have a red land in Deafening Clarion. There's a lot of things that our opponent can definitely have to ruin our day here. We'll see. It looks like a Clarion, though. It looks like they will be casting that card. Okay, they're not. They're going to cast a Narset. Ooh, okay. And alright, a Garuk. Do we get Chandra going first? Yes, we do. Why did I pay life? Who knows?
Anyone need a fire started? Hey, these little guys are great.
Alright, next. Alright, so big guys. Big guys going over here. Small guys are going, come on, right there. Alright, second main phase, we will use them up. Oop, target player, submit, sack, submit 2. End turn. Yeah, that should have not been untapped. I was like, I'm going to play Rankle. Oh wait, we're going to play Chandra. I grabbed the Garuk with the Narset here. Do they have their Fires of Invention? That'd be very scary if they had that again. As long as they don't have like a board wipe, we're not looking too bad. Drat. Had the board wipe. Rankle. 0. Land. Each player discards a card. Yeah, that looks good. These are draws. So we'll discard first. Draw. Oh no! I didn't have any black sources up for the Cauldron Familiar. Oh no. Oh no. Got him at 9. We're kind of there. Almost there. What do they got in those 4 cards? What do they got in those 4 cards? I can't play Garuk yet. Maybe a Sarkhan? A Narset. Okay, Narset's gonna find. Looking. Prison Realm. Oh boy. That's okay, because I have a second one in my hand. Are you gonna take Rankle? Really? Taking the old Rankle. Very nice. That's a tough one to beat too. Well, I think we do. Oop. Cauldron Familiar. Yep, I will drain and gain 2 here. And then another Rankle. All attacks at you. Alright, each player lose life, draw a card. Another creature, right? Okay. They are currently at 2 life. Oh, crud. I forgot about this stupid thing. Gosh, why is that happening to me? 2 in the bottom. Gosh darn it. I keep forgetting that Narset doesn't let me draw more than 1 card a turn. It's killing me. Now it's a little late on that scry. You should have scried in your upkeep, not in your... 1 top, 1 bottom. They have a way to draw a card? Okay, they do. That looks like a removal spell. It does. Yes, it does. That's 1 spell out of the 2 that they can play. Land will give it 2, 4, 5, 6. So they could play Garruk and Deafening Clarion. I believe we still win through 3, 4, 5. We need a land. Oh, we can win through the Garruk and Clarion. We can, but it's going to be very difficult. Very difficult indeed. Although if they misplay and they minus Garruk to kill the Chandra, then they're also dead. Okay, so they created 2. Ooh, I think that does it. I think that does it. Right, so we make 2, we make 2. Okay, yeah, so we make 2.
Hey, these little guys are great.
I think we got it. This might be it.
Brag, but I'm totally
Make
the
2
best.
more.
Say hi to my fiery friends.
All attacks at my boy PSS. And they are dead. Oh, we pulled it off. Whew, that's a tough matchup, I'll tell you what. Wow. All that little incidental damage and the 1 pings and the 2 pings really makes a difference. How was your match? Smiley face. Alright, let's take a look here. Little outro of the deck. Pretty powerful. Way better than I initially thought it was. Now, I've seen Jeff play it a few times and it was really good in his hands. He is a much better player than I am. So I thought I'd give it a try, see how it worked. Claim the Firstborn has been absolutely great. I mean, it's just like, you think it's not going to be that great just reading the card. You're like, oh, you just gain control of it and stuff. But the fact that we have Witch's Oven and Rankle to sacrifice along with Priest of Forgotten Gods, this just changes the whole aspect of the game, especially if they're just playing like smaller creatures or even mid-range style creatures. Like we were stealing like the Spellbreakers and stuff, like all these powerful cards that, you know, we just use 1 mana to take it and just hit them for, you know, 5 to 7 damage or something. So this card was really good, outperformed Act of Treason. Adding more of these kind of stealing effects was actually really good in the deck, and we can flash back with Chandra. That never came up. Rankle was absolutely a monster. This card is fantastic. I kind of hated on it a little bit when I first saw it. I didn't think it was that great, but after playing it, ooh, it's real good. The Cat and Witch combo, just super solid. Really hard to break up that combo, especially when you get a second oven in play as well. The damage just racks up really quick. And Mayhem Devil is just one of the best cards in the deck by far, along with Priest. So the deck is awesome. The sideboard feels pretty good. The Murderous Riders in the board are great. Definitely need those. They do help quite a bit. But right now I wouldn't change anything. I just leave it the way it is and just play it and win a bunch of games. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this red-black Aristocrat deck. It was super fun to play. I think you should go out and try it yourself because I think you'll enjoy it. Go and smash that like button if you liked the video. Remember to subscribe because we post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday all about Magic the Gathering. And go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the deck. Would you make any changes? Would you play this at F&M and just beat up on all your friends? Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, magic is great, and so are you. Stay positive, play Islands.